In a tragic incident, a private school van toppled in Thanjavur district. An 8-year-old girl died in the accident along with 21 others who were injured. Sources that say that the driver Prabhu was talking on his phone when the bus toppled. All the injured have been admitted in various hospitals in the district. The public is furious as it was a government holiday, but the school was not shut down. The driver Prabhu has now been arrested. Looks like industrialization in Tamil Nadu is getting a serious push, and this time through a book. Advantage Tamil Nadu, a book brought out by FICCI, was released by Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin this morning. Ramanathan reports.
India is poised as one of the fastest growing nations in the world. The industrial output in the country has surpassed agricultural output in terms of percentage GDP for the first time, and Tamil Nadu is leading the pack. This book, Advantage Tamil Nadu, brought out by the Federation of Indian Chambers and Commerce Industries, is aimed at pushing Tamil Nadu as one of the best destinations for investments the world over. In fact, Tamil Nadu ranks first in terms of number of factories and the number of workers employed in the factory sector. It also ranks third in its gross industrial output and net value addition. And this man, the Deputy Chief Minister of the state, who also holds the industry's portfolio, has big plans.
I am happy to inform that a number of new projects with total investment exceeding additional rupees 9,000 crores are currently under various stages of finalization. I hope that before the end of current financial year, total investments attracted by offering structured package of support will touch rupees 60,000 crores.
Tamil Nadu has also drawn appreciation for showing the political will to provide a climate for foreign investments. The Kuam River cleanup, for example, the Deputy Chief Minister's dream project, has been taken up in collaboration with a Singapore-based company. And no wonder the Singapore Consul General had only words of praise for the Deputy Chief Minister.
In this regard, I would like to underscore that one of the core strengths, I repeat, the core strengths of Tamil Nadu is the dynamic and forward-looking political leadership.
And with increasingly affordable industrial land, Advantage Tamil Nadu is poised to become Destination Tamil Nadu. In Chennai with Ramanathan, J. Santosh for Ndtv-Hindu.
And GSK Velu, the Managing Director of Trivaton Healthcare Private Limited, joined us earlier with his thoughts on where Tamil Nadu is heading when it comes to industrialization.
If you look at the foreign direct investment in the past couple of years, Tamil Nadu received the maximum in terms of foreign direct investments. And the climate, both political as well as environmental, has been quite conducive for industrialization in the state. And Tamil Nadu has lots of things going for itself. One, they have probably the most skilled manpower anywhere in the country. We have more than 130,000 engineering graduates coming out every year. And if you look at traditionally, Tamil Nadu has been in the hem of the affairs when it comes to textiles, sugar, leather, and these traditional industries. But in the past 5 to 7 years, if you take it, I think there has been leaps and bounds progress in IT, automobiles, electronic components, even healthcare, medical technology, biotechnology, and other areas too. So I think undoubtedly now Tamil Nadu leads the pack when it comes to industrialization in the country. Okay. So we have to start somewhere, and once this industrialization happens in parallel to even agricultural development, I think these two go hand in hand in my opinion. We can't ignore one towards the another. So if you have agricultural development as well as industrial development, a state and a country itself will progress. So industrialization in any country has ultimately led to employment. So I'm sure in the past several years, I think for 3-4 years, the employment situation in India, in Chennai, India has improved, particularly in Tamil Nadu, has improved leaps and bounds.
So the Patali Makkal Katchi has once again released a video to back its claims of vote buying in Pennagaram constituency ahead of an election there. The PMK says people seen in the video are workers of the DMK party distributing cash to voters to win their support. The PMK has repeatedly charged the DMK with offering cash and gifts to voters. The constituency in the western district of Dharmapuri will vote in the by-election on the 27th of March. Australia's High Commissioner has assured Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi that the Australian government was taking and talking serious steps against racist attacks in his country. The top diplomat on a damage control tour of India called on Karunanidhi today.
As reports of racist attacks in Australia continue, the country seems to be losing its popularity with Indian students as one of the preferred destinations for education. As admissions open for the coming year, overseas education consultants say that the fear factor plays a key role. Experts forecast a 40% drop in Indian students seeking education in Australia. Not without reasons, nearly 100 cases of attacks on Indians were reported in 2009 against 17 incidents of assaults in the previous year. In 2010, the attacks continue. There has also been a reduction in the number of visas granted and a clampdown on unscrupulous immigration agents and colleges. Now the Australia's High Commissioner to India, Peter Verghese, is on a damage control tour across the country. In Chennai, he assured the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi that the Australian government will ensure the safety of Indian students.
I explained some of the context in which these attacks have occurred. I explained the law enforcement measures that the Australian government was taking, as well as the changes that we're making to our education registration system and other steps that we hope will address this issue.
In Chennai, with Nitila, Bertila for Ndtv-Hindu.
Still to come on the late night news, the longest barbecue marathon enters the Guinness World Records. Up in a moment.